Hey everybody, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be doing a full moon reading for the sign of Pisces. Now we have a full moon coming up with the main event taking place on the 14th of September 2019. So this is to give you some information in preparation for that, because as you know, with the full moon there's usually some significant reveals taking place, very much on an emotional level. Things that were hidden then come to the surface, right? So this is to give you some insight as to what may occur over the next week or so, and how to best prepare for some of those revelations, okay? So I'm going to be using a custom spread, and of course pulling from the Wild Unknown Tarot. So to begin with, I just want to pull your current circumstances, and straight away you got the Six of Pentacles in the upright. So I feel like you have been very engaged in terms of your wishes, right? Your wish fulfillment. You're trying to manifest certain things, and as a result you've seen some very positive changes for some of you, I feel. Some of you may be hoping to see some significant changes in terms of your finances. Some of you are hoping to see some changes in your home. I feel like some of you are beginning some home improvement projects. But some of you, I feel like you're just trying to stabilize your situation, and you are seeing that take place as you've been doing the work, which is great. I'm glad to hear that, Pisces, right? That's really good. So I feel like there's definitely some good news, or there's been some positive changes that have come about as of late, Pisces, initiated by yourself, right? So I feel like you may have been, decluttering your home, doing some redecorating. For some of you, you'll be kicking some habits, changing your diet, changing, your lifestyle in general. And that's all having a positive impact, right? So that's really good. I feel like it's very much like to do with your home itself rather than anything external, that you've been making some positive changes on that level, okay? So that's great. So let's have a look then in terms of your feelings. What are you currently feeling at this time? Hey, got the Lover's card. So yeah, I feel like you're exercising a lot of self-love right now, because you are starting to see that maybe some of the issues you had was because you wasn't giving yourself that level of care that you needed. You wasn't giving yourself the same level of attention that you were pouring into others, right? All that energy you were pouring into others, you didn't have anything left for yourself. And I think you've come to realize that, in order to best help others, you need to take care of yourself first. So that's what you've been doing. You've been pouring a lot more time and energy into, beautifying your home, beautifying yourself, making yourself feel healthy, happy, contented, doing things that brings joy and fulfillment into your home. And that's all come from exercising self-love. I feel like this is more to do with self-love than someone else, right? That's what you've been exercising in order to create positive changes in your life at this time, which is brilliant. And I feel like you're going to do more of that as the days move forward, right? I feel like you're going to continue that, me time kick, right? Which is great. You need to do that. You need to have that as something, as a foundation in your daily life, right? You need to look after yourself also. So let's have a look then in regards to what you are projecting into the world, because this is very abundant energy, right? So I feel like you're going to be exercising that out in the world also. And yet you've got the Four of Cups. So you are feeling a lot more emotionally stable now, Pisces. I feel like whatever you did to stabilize your mood, to really help you see things more clearly without the haze of self-doubt, self-loathing. Probably these changes that you've been making in your home and in yourself is really paying off, and people are seeing the difference, right? In such a short time they're seeing, well, this time they're really making some changes, right? And as a result you're having much better communication, much better connections with those you're closest to, right? they're actually seeing that you're becoming much more stable within yourself, that your moods are generally more balanced, and that you're able to speak openly, probably for the first time for some of you, about what's been going on and how you've been feeling and why you decided to make these changes, which is awesome. I'm really, really happy for you, Pisces. Honestly, that's wonderful. I'm so glad that you've done that, because I know you've had a rough one, many of you, and you were kind of going back and forth. So the fact that you made this decision and you're sticking to it, like, I'm so proud of you, that I really am, because that's what it's all about, just doing the work, enjoying the benefits that come with that, and just spreading that joy. So awesome, really happy for you. Okay, so let's have a look down in terms of external influences. Okay, I will clarify these afterwards, as I said, but I just want to get into the next stage so we get a fuller picture. So you've got the, don't know what happened there, I didn't want to stay in my hand. So you've got the Ten of Wands in reverse. So I feel like a lot of the things that really weren't serving you, circumstances, people, behaviours, thoughts, aspects of the home, whatever it is, everything that was really associated with the old ways, with that old lifestyle that you had, that you no longer want to have, you've kind of been putting it to the curb, right? You've been kicking out the door and saying, no, this is not taking any more space in my home, in my physical home, and in the home that I dwell in, my body, right? So no, this is not happening anymore. And I feel like that's really what you've done here, and you'll continue to you'll continue to do. Because you just know that this is not aligned with, the life that you're creating for yourself now. So you're just saying, no, this is not staying. If it doesn't fit, it's got to go. So I feel like you're actually removing a lot of things one by one, systematically. All of the things that kept you from seeing your highest potential, that stopped you from feeling abundant and whole, you're removing from your life with the Five of Pentacles coming up just now. I feel like that's exactly what's taking place here, okay? And that's exactly where you need to go, Pisces. Like, just get rid of that shit. You don't need it, okay? So that's awesome. What about now in terms of there will be something else that will come to your awareness, right? I feel like you will have some other epiphany, because there's already been one that's taken place which led to all this, right? But what else is coming up around the time of the full moon? It could be any time between now and even after the 14th of September, but it's highly likely that around the 13th to the 15th of September that something may be brought to your awareness, or you may have an epiphany. Okay, so you've got the Daughter of Pentacles in reverse. So that's the Page of Pentacles in reverse. I think you're going to realize just what you can expect if you continue down this path. I think, you're just kind of testing the waters right now. You're very at the very beginning of your journey, right? This transformative journey that you're taking towards a better life, yeah? So I feel like you're going to have this realization, like, well, okay, I've seen some really positive changes, but this is just the beginning. Like, if I did this, this, and this, then who knows where it would happen, like what would happen, how far I can go with this, right? I think you're going to realize that the world is opening up to you, yeah? And that there's room for so much more possibilities, more than you imagined. And you were just like, oh. So the only thing that was truly limiting me was myself, and my belief in myself, or lack of belief in myself. And that actually, I can do so much more, right? That's what I feel like is being communicated there. But we will clarify that, as I said. So what will be the choice then in regards to this epiphany that you have, this realization that you have? Yeah, you'll literally sit there and be like weighing up your options, right? What you can do next, what you can do to progress further down this new path. You're like, okay, so if I do this, then this and this and this could happen. Then if I do that, this and this could happen. So what do I want more? What's going to bring me the most happiness? What's going to bring me closer to my goal? You're going to be weighing up the options, right? And then you're going to make a decision based on what seems to be the most rational and logical, and will help you move towards this new direction, right? I feel like that's what you'll do. You'll weigh up the options. You'll maybe even create a list of pros and cons for each aspect, right? For each decision that you could make, and then you'll go with what makes the most sense, so that you are taking very firm steps, clear steps towards something. Yeah. So I feel like you're coming into a lot of clarity in this time, where you was just in a haze before. Now that's not going to be the case. I feel like you're going to start to see things much more clearly, which is great. That's what you need. So what can the expected outcome be of this circumstance, right? Yeah, 10 of Swords in reverse. So all of those things that caused your misery, your unhappiness, the obstacles that you faced, all the trials and tribulations, challenges, thorns in the side, all of those things are going to come away from your life. You continue down this path, and you'll have a fresh new beginning. Those things will no longer be in your life. They're being removed. As I told you before, it was being communicated in all of your previous readings that those things are being taken care of. They're being systematically pulled out one by one from your life. So you continue down this path, and it will no longer be there. It's already being removed. You're already seeing that, right? Things are starting to fall away, slowly but surely, right? One by one. And that's what I feel like is being communicated here, that you continue doing that work, and we'll take care of the rest. The universe is like, don't worry, I will take care of the rest. You just keep doing you, keep moving forward on this path, yeah? I like it. It's good. It's what you need, Pisces, right? So nothing to worry about on that level. Yeah. But just stay true to your path, right? Know that you are the creator of your reality. You are manifesting these things into your life. So just stay focused, stay true to your north, as they say. Stick to your true north. Stay aligned with this vision that you have of what your life should be. And the rest will fall away at the wayside, right? Just don't let doubt come into play. That old way of thinking and feeling, it's not going to serve you. Just stay positive, stay focused, stay driven, it will happen, okay? That's what you need to know, it's going to happen. Okay then, so let's just get some clarification cards then for you. So I just want to clarify firstly where you're at with the Six of the Pentacles. Six of the Pentacles, yes. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but it just felt like it. Hierophant, yeah, so the universe is listening. The universe is hearing your prayers, your wishes, your dreams, your intent, right? You've been doing the work, you've been making changes, and you're being supported at this time. The universe, your guides, however you see it, God, doesn't matter, whatever you believe, you're being helped, you're being supported, okay? The universal consciousness is aware and awake and is very present, always. And for those who are able to communicate their wishes and their desires and their hopes, and by doing the work also, will have these positive things manifest into their lives gradually. It might take time, but it will happen, okay? So you are being heard, is what's being told here, being said here. You're being heard. So keep moving, okay? We got you. We got your back, right? Sorry, I'm in a bit of a weird mood today. I kind of feel like, I don't know, it's like good energy, right? But like, just kind of feeling a bit quirky. I am quirky, but I'm feeling particularly quirky. I don't know. Let's move forward. Yeah, so this feeling of being stuck that you had, that things were never going to change, you don't feel like that anymore. You know that that was temporary, that was just a result of everything that was happening and your mindset at the time. But that's not your mindset anymore. You're beginning to trust more now, which is good. So I just want to clarify the Lovers. So that's to do with your feelings. Oh yeah, you're feeling very kind of fragile, I think, in regards to this new step that you're taking towards self-love, you know, and nurturing the self. I think you know that you really needed that. But I think that, you know, you are starting to change how you view yourself. You're changing how you feel about yourself. And that you are coming into this energy of acceptance, self-acceptance and exploration, right? So I feel like, you know, slowly you are transforming how you were feeling about yourself and how you perceived yourself, you know, and that actually you're reconnecting with your higher self at this time. Because that's the second time you got the Four of Cups as well. So I feel like, you know, you are creating that emotional stability within yourself, that you are becoming more grounded, that you're realizing your worth, right? And that's good. So now I just want to clarify lastly this Ten of Cups, right? Oh, actually before that, I want to clarify what this decision is that you're going to make. So, because you had two choices, or at least I see the Two of Swords, so it feels like you're going to choose between two options as to how you can move forward with your life. But I'm kind of curious as to what that is, yeah? So let's have a look. Okay, so you've got the Four of Swords and you got the Star in reverse. So I feel like you can either choose between something that's going to you're making a choice as to whether you need to take a step back, take things easier, right? So you may need to change some aspects of your lifestyle. For example, it could be that some of you are actually thinking about changing jobs, right? Some of you, or maybe taking less hours at work so you can focus on taking care of the self, right? So you may be making a decision between changing some aspect of your work life so that it better accommodates your needs, or whether or not to begin a whole new passion, a whole new passion project altogether, right? That's what I feel like. I feel like you're weighing up the options where, you know, should I, or maybe, I feel like maybe you're going to do that anyway, but you're choosing between whether or not you should take less hours at work so that you can do that, or whether or not you should just do this, you know, in the background when you can, you know. So you're probably weighing that up. I feel like that is very much to do with work or your passions, like your interests, right? So you're like, well, on one hand, if I take less hours, then I won't have the security of money, but then I'll be doing something that I really care about and I'm passionate about. So you're weighing that up, like what it is you really want and what you think is going to be best for you at this time, right? So that's interesting. I mean, obviously you know better than anyone your circumstances, right? So really do take the time to, like I say, weigh up the pros and cons if that's what you have to do, you know, draw it out, map it out, and really just assess what's going to be the most feasible for you. I always believe that you should do something you're passionate about. This is just my opinion, obviously, but I feel like you should do something you're passionate about. It's important to do that, otherwise, what's the point, right? It kind of takes the meaning out of life if you don't do something you actually care about. But at the same time, obviously, you need to make sure you have some stability. So, you know, maybe you can just take less hours at work, or maybe, you know, just do your projects, your creative interests, you know, in your free time, you know, and just build it up gradually. But either way, the fact that you're going to do it, you're just trying to find the best way to do it, is very positive, Pisces. I feel like that's what you should do, right? So I don't care if you're going to say, right, I'm just not going to do it. It's a case of how can I best do it? So only you have the answer to that. Only you know your circumstances and what's going to be best suited for you. So just, yeah, weigh it up and see what you think, okay? And then finally, I just want to clarify this. Flying out again. Just want to clarify this Ten of Swords in reverse. This keeps coming up for you, the Four of Cups. So I feel like this is such a an overall theme. Like this is the whole theme for your month September, I feel. Like not just in terms of this, but I feel like this is very much the roots of everything this whole month. This need to create stability within yourself, this need to let go of the things that no longer serve, the things that made you feel negative towards yourself, towards aspects of your life, you know, prospects, and seeing the good that's coming your way, seeing the abundance that's coming your way, that's manifesting in your life. I feel like that's the main theme here, and that's why you are letting go of those things that no longer serve, and that's why the universe is also playing its role to remove those obstacles from your life as well, so that you can maintain this high frequency energy that you're on right now, and just manifesting positive things, and things that are aligned, that makes you feel joyful, that makes you feel happy and contented within your home, within your passions, within your work, within yourself. Okay? So that was an awesome read for you, Pisces. I'm so glad that this was much more positive, because I know that the last ones have been really heavy. So I'm really, really glad that things are turning around for you. Keep up the awesome work. You're doing amazing, okay? I'm really, really proud of you. And yeah, if you enjoyed this read, if you found it useful, please do like, comment and subscribe. It means the world to me. And yeah, I look forward to doing your next reading, because this is really exciting. This is such a good new beginning for you. So I look forward to seeing what else we have in store for you. So thanks again for watching.